Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya. I'm so excited to do today's video, like super excited. Today's video is a tour of our garden. Gardening has been one of my hobbies for a long time, but really has taken off. And this year especially, it's been awesome because I feel like this is the first summer that I am not pregnant or just have had a newborn. So I was really able to actually like help my husband out and participate in the process of gardening. But I will give you guys I think I've done 2 other garden tour videos in the past years. It looks very different from the past years. We have done a lot of work this year. We expanded a lot, we added a lot more things. I'm just really excited to show you guys. Now, we have like, I guess, a little homestead, but we weren't by no means on like a farm or anything. We were just very fortunate that when we got our house, we didn't even know at the time. This was years ago when we first bought our house. Like, we were not really experts or anything. We didn't even realize how big of a yard we had. And we almost have kind of like 2 yards because it's separated. But anyway, so we actually have just a really big yard, and we're very fortunate because we live just like in the cities in Minnesota, so it's not on a farm or anything. But we have a really big yard with a lot of space for a garden, which is so great because we are really growing a lot of our own produce this summer. We've been getting tons of tomatoes, so I'm excited to show you guys. But just so you know, like, my homestead, it's not like I'm on a farm or anything like that. I've just been very fortunate with a really big yard, which I'm so thankful for. And also, we are by no means like gardening experts or anything like that. I think we just really enjoy it, and we do like to garden, like to get produce and things for the during the summer and things like that, and also to help save money on that end. But we're not like experts or anything like that. But I just wanted to show you guys to see how we do things, because I love seeing other people's garden tours videos. Let me know down below, do you guys garden? How is your garden doing? And all that. So without further ado, let's go over there and I will show you guys what's happening in our garden this summer. So as you guys can see, I've never really done like a tour, but this is like the backyard that's fenced in. Like, this is where we play with my kids and stuff. He chopped up some wood, but basically once we go out through this part, this is still, come on Saul, come on, are you gonna come help me? This is where it goes into our garden. This is still our yard. Like, all this is also our yard, all the way up to our neighbor's fence. All this is ours, and over there. So I thought I would show you guys. So all this right here, these garden beds, where that corn is, all this stuff is brand new. None of this existed at all last year. Also, we have some trees and things I'll tell you guys. So let's see, where should we start? I guess we'll kind of go like this. As you guys can see, it's a pretty good size, pretty big. But like I said, all this was new. We rented a sod cutter and we cut out the grass, and my husband, I just want to say shout out to my husband and so many other family members too that helped us out, that like my brother-in-law and everybody that helped to build this and cut grass and just all these things. Like, this has been really a garden of like just an effort from so many people. There's my dog, she's super happy in the garden. But so these garden beds are new, and then yeah, like this whole area. So let's kind of go through and I'll show you. Actually, before we get to the garden, let's look at the trees. So something else this year is we planted trees. Now obviously they're not going to be fruit bearing probably for a couple of years. Now this is a cherry tree. Another thing is we used to have big trees here, and we cut those down actually because they were just kind of, the roots were weird and they were falling down anyway, so we got rid of those to make room. So this is also a cherry tree. And then over there, once we get closer, I'll show you guys, we have apple trees and plum trees. So I think in the years to come, that's really cool to have those. So let's start over here. I'll show you guys in this garden bed. Again, these are actually pretty easy to build. We built these. But here we have beets growing here, and also these, by the way, are really cool too, you guys. If you are wondering, these are from Amazon. They're like garden stakes, and you can write on them, and then also you can just erase it with like rubbing alcohol and it comes off. So this, we have beets, because we do like to make a lot of things with beets. I'm Ukrainian, so we have a lot of bush. We like to do that. And then we have a lot of carrots here. And then that's also, all those 3 rows there are carrots. And then we have this A-line, or I forget what it's called, triangle thing. But those are all cucumbers there, and that way they'll just wind up the trellis. Then, as you guys can see, we do kind of like combination of mulch just to help with weeding, because otherwise it gets out of control in a garden this size. This is just what we do. I know there's so many different ways, but this is what we've always liked to do over the years, and we just like to do that. Anyway, in this next garden bed, we have strawberry plants here. We have 6. Now, I have a feeling that next year these will kind of take over, because strawberries tend to just kind of, you guys know, strawberries tend to kind of take over and just really grow all over the place. But we did also plant things kind of late. As you guys know from some of my vlogs, if you've been watching earlier in the year, we had like 20 inches of snow in the middle of April, so by the time everything melted and defrosted, it was kind of really a late start for us. But we're doing our best. It's going well considering. Then over here we have our herbs. So we have basil, which is doing so well. Cilantro has really bounced back. It was kind of rough there for a while, but it's doing good. And then we have mint. I love mint so much. And then we have dill. I feel like a staple for Ukrainian things. It's so good. And then we have parsley over there. And then just some flowers to kind of add some color to it. So there's that. And then if we just head on over. So over here, we have actually some more cucumbers, just kind of in the, I believe is it cucumbers or squash? I can't remember. But then we have that in this little mound. And then over here in this garden bed, we have just some more beets again. We did beets and some carrots and radishes. You can see this is already our second harvest that we're planting of radishes, because we already got a lot. And then over here we just have another A-frame again for, we planted some beans there. We'll see how far they go, because we just got those in a couple of days ago by the time we got the seeds. So, but yeah, this is our third garden bed. Then if you just move on to the rest of our garden, we have a field of corn. So we really do like corn, especially my daughter. She loves corn. So we just planted a lot of it just to also see, you know, we had all this space and we thought, why not? So we planted a lot of corn. It's going pretty well. It's gotten pretty tall. So we'll see how much corn we get from it, but not bad. Now to the side of the corn, we have some more. This is our second of the radishes. Really crooked, you guys. Definitely not an expert, but they're coming up of radishes here. As you guys can see, I like to mark the type, and then I forgot, but I had just recently started putting the date of when we planted, and at the end of the year I'll just use rubbing alcohol and wash those off. So definitely recommend those. There's some more radishes over there. And then we just have our marigolds kind of around the corner. We've done them past years. We like to do that. Now over here, these were my peonies. Yeah, it's already bloomed for the year. But yeah, I love those. We might be relocating those. Now, over here, we look at this huge plant. It's getting so big. Everything is just doing really well. It's taking off. We have little zucchinis. If you guys can see, there they are. Look, it's already starting. Just little blooms, and we have already some zucchini right there. Look at so this will actually be ready to pick. Probably actually this could be ready now, but I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or maybe one more day. But yeah, so this is our big zucchini plant. Next is zucchini. This one is a squash, I believe, too. I forget what squash variety, but this is squash also. I love these leaves. Look at how gentle. They just look so beautiful. I love them. Then over by the squash, so you guys see my shadow, we have cucumbers, our 2 big cucumber plants, and they are taking off pretty well too. So we have this one and this one next to it, and I forget which variety. I want to say it's like Crazy 8 or something like that. But look at the leaves. They look so big and beautiful. And then if you guys can see, I always love seeing, look at the little baby cucumbers. They're so cute. So we're already starting to get some cucumbers. And then over here this year we also planted zinnias. This is our first time really doing flowers. So this one, we've had one so far, but it looks beautiful. It came up. We have some more coming up there. And then we just have chives. I think this is one tomato plant, but it's kind of Now, over here is our massive, like, super successful takeover of the garden. This is kind of our tomato corner. There are so many. If you guys grow tomatoes, you kind of know that they just kind of take off. It's massive. So we have, as you guys can see, like, the tomatoes are so big. These are to pick tomorrow. They are so delicious. There's just tons of them. This is all, this massive beast here is our cherry tomato plant. We just got, like, just today, I think we got 15 cherry tomatoes. I mean, it's a lot. And like, once it starts, it just is like tomatoes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, you can have tomatoes for like ever. So we definitely like to give a lot of people, you know, any extras that we have, because we have so many. So, but this is our massive cherry tomato. It did so well. These are our other cherry or other tomatoes. These ones are a little smaller, but they're doing well. This one is also a big, so you guys can see here's some tomatoes right here. We already picked some this morning, so there's not too many red ones, but you guys can see, oh, they look so beautiful and they taste amazing. So good. And then over here we have our rhubarb, which has been here since we moved in. We did plant another one, but probably, you know, won't have anything till next year. And then we do also have 2 strawberry plants again here as well. You guys can kind of see, sorry, it's a little, there's a strawberry plants and over there. And then we do also have some more zinnias over here, but they have not bloomed yet. And these ones are a little bit rougher shape for some reason. I don't know if bugs were getting to them or what. They got a little chewed up. So, but hopefully something will bloom. Then over here, if you guys can see, they're a little small. Sorry if you guys see my shadow, but these 2 right here are raspberry bushes. And then, sorry, it's a little tough from this angle, you guys, but all the way down here in this row, and there's a few more, if you guys can kind of see the little green shoots. Those are all raspberry. These are blueberry. These are blueberry, and all these other ones are raspberries. So we'll see. Hopefully this is our first time really growing berries, except for strawberries. I've done those ones before, but hopefully we'll actually get some. It looks like we are getting some blooms, like the little flowers. So hopefully we'll have some raspberries. I'm excited because we love raspberries, so that would be a good addition. But that is pretty much everything in our garden. I'm very, very excited. So it's been going pretty well at harvest, and like I said, it's just really fun experience. The kids really love it. But yeah, it's been a really great experience. I really love gardening, so I'm excited to see how it progresses for the rest of the summer. But hope you guys enjoyed seeing all that, and maybe it gives you some ideas and motivation to garden. Even if you plant just like 1 tomato plant, do something. I think it really makes a difference. So there you guys have it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.